Hello, welcome to Little Smiles Basic 5 online tutorials. Today's tutorial is on mathematics, and it is taken from strand 1, numbers, substrand 7, fractions, and from indicator 1, which is equivalent fraction. Before we continue from our previous knowledge, we know that fraction is part of a whole. But today's indicator is based on equivalent fraction. What is equivalent fraction? Or what do we mean by equivalent? Equivalent means same. Now, let's look at this pictorial representation. Why we say some fractions are equivalent, but they have different form. Let's look at these shapes critically. The first rectangle has been partitioned equally into two parts, and one side is shaded, which is equal to 1/2. Now, let's compare the second rectangle partitioned into 4 equal parts with two sides shaded to that of the first rectangle. This second rectangle is divided into 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 parts are shaded out of the 4, which is equal to 2, 4. Looking at it, 1/2 is the same as 2, 4, meaning 1/2 is equal to 2, 4, which means 1/2 is equivalent to 2, 4. They are the same fraction but have different form. Let's look at the third rectangle. This has also been partitioned into 6 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 parts has been shaded. 1, 2, 3, meaning we have 3 out of 6 parts shaded. But let's compare the 3 diagrams. From the top, 1/2 is the same as 2, 4 and the same as 3, 6 or 3/6, meaning 1/2 is equal to 2, 4 is equal to 3, 6. So 1/2 is equivalent to 2, 4 is equivalent to 3, 6. Then let's look at the last rectangle. It has been partitioned into 8 equal parts. Let's count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many parts are shaded out of the 8? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is 4/8 or 4/8. Now, let's look at where it has been partitioned or shaded up to. It has taken half of the 8, which is the same as 4/8. So it means half is equal to 2, 4 is equivalent to 3, 6 is equivalent to 4/8. Now, let's observe something here. Something is going on between these equivalent fractions. Now, half is the same as 2/4, is the same as 3/6, is the same as 4/8. Now, the half has 2 numbers. The top number is the numerator and the down number is the denominator. Something keeps on repeating itself. If you can see here, half the numerator was multiplied multiplied by 2 to get 2. And the denominator was multiplied by 2 to get 4. Now let's look at the next one. The 1 was multiplied by 3 to get 3. Then this 2 was also multiplied by 3 to get 6. And it continues like that. Times 4 is 4 times 1, which is equal to 4. Then these 2 multiply by 4 to get 8. So you can see that the first one was multiplied by 2, followed by 3, followed by 4. And whatever was done to the numerator, the same thing was also done to the denominator. Now, we are going to use this knowledge gained here to work out equivalent fractions for these examples. Now, let's look at 3 over 5. We are going to use 2, 3, and 4 because we are going to find 4 equivalent fractions for 3/5. So, our solution. This is how we go. So, 3 over 5 is equal to the first one. We are going to work with 2 as we did here. So, put down your line or your bar. Repeat your given fraction. Multiply the numerator by 2, the denominator by 2. That is the first 2 here. So 3 times 2 is 6. 5 times 2 is 10. So it means 3 over 5 is equivalent to 6 over 10. And we have to work 3 equal fractions. So we are going to move on with the second number, which is 3. So we repeat it. 3 over 5 is equal to, put down your bar. Repeat your fraction times 3. Numerator times 3, denominator times 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 5 times 3 is 15. So we now have 2 equal fractions now. 6 over 10 and 9 over 15 is the same as 3/5. We are looking for 3 equal fractions, so we are left with the third one. So write your number 3 over 5. Bring your bar. 3 over 5 times 4 times 4. 3 times 4 is 12 over 5 times 4 is 20. So now we have 3 fractions here. So therefore, 3 over 5 is equal to 6 over 10 is equal to 9 over 15 is equal to 12 over 20. So we now have 3 equal fractions for 3 over 5. And the fractions here are all equivalent, just that they are in different form. So we are going to work the last example. So your solution here, 1/3. Repeat your 1/3 times 2 times 2, which is equal to 2 over 6. 1/3 again here. The next one is times 3. Times 3, which is equal to 3 over 9. 1 times 3 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. Then the last one is 1/3 equals to, repeat your 1/3 times 4 times 4. 1 times 4 is 4. 3 times 4 is 12. Therefore, we have 3 new fractions here which are equivalent to 1/3. So therefore, 1/3 is equal to 2 over 6 is equal to 3 over 9 is equal to 4 over 12. So all these 3 numbers are equivalent to 1/3. So children, after this tutorial, download this exercise below, answer them, follow the same procedure, Put them in your clear bags and submit them for marking when school reopens. Our next tutorial will be in 4 days' time. Bye-bye.